Welcome to my last 7th edition battle report between my Beastmen and Blair's vampire counts at 2,250 points. This was nearly my last 7th edition game. I had a few tournament games and one more 7th edition game, but this is my last game that I actually took good pictures for and will make a battle report for because I'm eager to get on to 8th edition. Here we have Blair's army. You can see it's got 2 corpse carts, a necromancer, vampire on a horse, vampire BSB on foot, some Karen race, some bats, ghouls, skeletons, maybe not skeletons, I know there's Graveguard in there. I think the rest are ghouls. I don't know, they all crumble real good. And a Vargulf. And you can see my army. I'm not sure, this may be like after turn 1. I think the picture's out of order, so let me show you this next one where we have definitely turn 1, but we can see my entire army. With the Centigores partially moved up there. We got 2 units of dogs, unit of Razor Gores, Cygor Gorgon, 2 mages, a bunch of Ungor Raiders who don't do much besides bunker the mages. We have a Doombull BSB, or a Doombull ABSB, and the 2 Bray Shaman. And there you can see my other mage in his little Ungor Raider bunker just hanging out. It'll be nice in 8th edition to actually use the mages for something besides Scroll Caddies. It'll be something completely weird and different. And you can see where I moved up in my first turn, kind of moved everything up. I need to get to battle with him on my terms as quickly as possible. You can also see the delightful Eminem wound counter behind the Cygor. This is where he would have managed to nail the General Red on the head with a stone thrower and instead misfired and took a wound. This is pretty much like I think his full-time job is misfiring and taking wounds. But he redeems himself later. And you can see my battle line moved up here. Blair has magicked himself some dogs and some Centigores. Everybody seems to be really terrified of my Centigores. I'm not sure why, but I think it's that I don't think they've ever reached combat. People shoot them and magic them. I think they're afraid of the unknown. You can see also he's moved his dogs and his bats up and his Vargulf up to terrorize me. And then this, you can see my turn. I kind of goofed around. I charged with the dogs on the left, and that was fine. I charged with the Razor Gores up front, and that turned out to be awesome. I also charged with the dog on the right, and you can see the aftermath of that. The dog has run, but run really poorly, so that it lines up the wraiths he has in the forest with an overcharge into my Gorgon. So that's a disaster, which is just fantastic. And you can see my Razor Gores here. They're about to be retired because they're going to be awful, I think, in 8th edition with their initiative 2. But I guess for the last game they decided to redeem themselves. So here they are, eating up some zombies. And our dogs tie combat, which is sad. And you can see his charges here, where he comes in on his turn and gets into the Gorgon, which is not good because the Gorgon can't hurt the Ethereals. What is interesting is this game is I'm not going to list turns because Blair, I think this is the 2nd or 3rd game where we've done this. Blair and I have a good time playing, and we played this out till I think about the 8th or 9th turn just to see what would happen. So here you can see his bat and his Vargulf and everything. They just ate up the dogs, which is unsurprising. And he came forward with his big unit here and ate the... This is his vampire and unit of ghouls, and he ate up my Centigores. Just terrified of him, I suppose. And sorry, this is a bad shot of where things are. Now we can see the wound on the Gorgon. I'm about to charge in with my Minotaurs. Razor Gores ate everything up over there, shockingly. And yep, there it is again. Razor Gores are just doing amazing this game. And here you can see the aftermath of the next combat. My Minotaurs charged in to get to his Graveguard and got eaten up. He's got a White King BSB in there. Sorry if I misspoke earlier. White King BSB with the regen banner. He's got a big old tough Vampire Lord. Things are a little scary there. Meanwhile, my Razor Gores, however, they're going absolutely crazy. They crash into a corpse cart and eat that. They're kind of just smashing their way across the table. And here you can see how he has come in. He's turning, try to get into my Cygor, and he doesn't quite make it. I managed to block his spell casting, and I move my Cygor around out of his charge arc, which is nice. And he's got the bats running down on War Raiders, which came off the table edge.